So, yeah, one of the things that we are talking about at E3 is we are bringing back 4 fan favorite maps for Black Ops 4.
4 fan favorites, Dan. Tell us what they are.
I actually have them queued up here. The first one that we're talking about is Jungle. It's a map that we made in Black Ops 1. It has not been revisited since Black Ops 1, but it's one of our favorite maps from development. And we just feel like it didn't get enough love, and so we've remastered the jungle.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Is that why you did that one?
Yeah. It's an awesome map, and it was.
It is an awesome map.
And we've not only completely rebuilt.
You will like it.
completely rebuilt the map.
And this is a map that will be available when?
This will be a map that's available at launch.
Okay.
It comes with the game.
Comes with the game.
Part of the game experience, and it's each of these maps that I'm going to talk about, we've rebuilt from the base level, from the ground up. It's all new. Visuals, all new. We've even done some gameplay tuning, some changes to adapt to the mechanics of the game as they've evolved from Black Ops 1 to now Black Ops 4. So that's the first one, Jungle.
Slums.
Slums is the second one. You want to talk about it?
I just want to talk about how awesome it is and the nature, like the competitive nature of that kind of map, the walled garden in the middle, right? These are all experiences that they're fun to come back to. It's actually really a good thing to sort of remind ourselves what we learned then, right? Because when you go from 1 to 3 and things that had happened between those games, how fast 2 was, and then the verticality of 3, and then come back around again, right, on 4 to look at Slums as as a pure, great, like, design roller test case. It's like, oh, this is why these maps were good. These were why these maps are popular. And when you get to 4 and you come back to the ground, right, you got to it's kind of maybe slightly obscurely say, it's actually important to remind ourselves that the pace of 4 is more in line with 1, because you're not thrust jumping and you're not wall running, right? So it's sort of like a really good way. So Slums for me was like, oh yeah, this is the one that I loved, right? And that's good, because I loved Slums.
Well,
and so did the community.
Woods was happy.
Yeah.
He's nodding in agreement back there.
Yeah, but that was one of our audience favorites from Black Ops 2, and they the community has asked for that one to come back many times, and so it's a pleasure for us to bring it back. Next up, we have Summit, which was another classic from Black Ops 1. We joke because it was one of the first maps that we actually built for Black Ops 1 multiplayer.
Can we tell you the truth about this? The very first map you make for any game, new game, it's actually the last map you finish. It's like you're trying to get your mind around things, and the level of self-criticism about the first map that you make, and then somehow the second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, those maps are so much easier to get done. And Summit, was a very popular map, and as a map we liked. But it's also like the one map you were playing forever, right?
Well, perfection takes time. But yes, Summit was one of our favorite maps.
Yeah, after a while, right?
Some of us have to work on it a lot.
I get to do the 4th map.
Okay.
Firing range. Firing range.
Is that a question or a statement?
That's a statement.
Nice.
Firing range is
exclamation mark.
Firing range is the 4th map that'll be available immediately with Black Ops 4. Another kind of really good sort of anchoring map, right? I mean, Newtown's a very popular map in our history for different reasons, but Firing Range is like a classic sort of engagement, sort of, the first time we got really comfortable with the idea of parallel laning, which is the concept of there's a structure and you can move through the structure in the same direction that you can also move through on the outside of that. What the fans, what the kids say, wall banging, you could wall bang in that map very well. That's using bullet penetration feature to sort of shoot through a wall to hurt somebody on the other side of that wall. So there's a lot of really good lessons there. So I like these 4 maps because if you can use them as a history lesson and a coaching and teaching tool for the newer developers and map level designers who have joined us over the years, and they're good case studies in so many ways. And obviously I'm talking very from a designer perspective on those kinds of things.
But wait, Dan. There's more.
There's more? No.
You were born for this.
No.
Well, you did mention Newtown.
No, I didn't.
You did mention Newtown.
I did not.
We are bringing Newtown back for our fans, and it's a map that has been it's a map that we've reimagined every game, and we've done something completely different every game. But with this one, we're kind of going back to the Cold War roots a little bit. And it is, but it's got a different twist. So if you look at the very original Black Ops 1, it was really built into that sort of American ideal of Cold War era suburban families, and we have recaptured that theme of the heart of Cold War, but we've put a different twist that we think is a lot of fun. We can't wait to talk more about it. And it is a map that we're bringing to our fans shortly after launch, but everybody who plays Black Ops 4 will get it.